Good morning, students. Today you will learn about how to find out the solution for numerical problems. Unit 4 Electricity. Page number 57. The first problem. An electric ion consumes energy at the rate of 420 watt when heating is at the maximum rate and 180 watt when heating is at the minimum rate. The applied voltage is 220 volt. What is the current in each case? They ask the question, what is the current when power P equal to 420 watt and P equal to 180 watt? So what is the meaning of consumes means we can use, yes. So we know the formula power P equal to work divided by time. So what is the given data? Power is given maximum P equal to 420 watt, then power minimum is given 180 watt, then voltage, applied voltage is given V equal to 220 volt. What is the question asked? Current I. Okay, so we find out what is the current in each case when it operated at the rate of 420 watt and 180 watt. Okay, so formula we know power P equal to VI. How we get this formula? Power P equal to work by time. Rate of work is power. Okay, so power P equal to work by time. So work is equal to VIT. So VIT divided by T. T and T cancel. Power P is equal to VI. The definition is electric power is the product of electric current and potential difference. Then we know the formula P equal to VI. Then I means I equal to P divided by V. Okay. So solution for the first case, when heating is at the maximum rate. Maximum rate means power is equal to 420 watt. So current formula electric current I equal to P by V. That meaning P is equal to VI, I equal to P by V. So I equal to substitute the P value 420 maximum divided by the potential difference 220 volt. So 0 and 0 cancel. What is the balance? 42 divided by 22. We can cancel with 2 means we can get 21 by 11. So 21 by 11 is equal to 1.91 ampere. So when heating is at the maximum rate, the current I is equal to 1.91 ampere. The second case, when heating is at the minimum rate, what is the current? The same formula, I equal to P by V. Substitute here, power is minimum. So 180 watt divided by 220 volt. So 0 and 0 cancel. 18 divided by 22. So 18 divided by 22 is equal to 0.82 ampere. This A indicate SI unit of electric current ampere. So when heating is at the minimum rate, then the current I is equal to 0.82 ampere. So write the result. When heating is the maximum, current I equal to 1.91 ampere. When the power is 420 watt, current I equal to 1.91 ampere. When heating is the minimum, current I equal to 0.82 ampere. Now we move to the second problem. What is the second problem? A 100 watt electric bulb is used for 5 hours daily and 460 watt bulbs are used for 5 hours daily. Calculate the energy consumed in kilowatt hour in the month of January. Okay. So given data's power P1 is given. So here 100 watt electric bulb first object is used for 5 hours daily. Then other case 460 watt bulbs. 460 watt bulbs means 4 bulbs at the same watt 60. So 5 hours it also used. Okay. So calculate the energy consumed. So power P1 is equal to 100 watt. So first bulb power P1 is equal to 100 watt. Then what is the time duration? Time T1 is equal to 5 hours. Then what is the second data? power P2 is equal to 60 watt. So 4 60-watt bulbs are used. So 4 into 60. So total power of second case is equal to 240. 4 6 are 24, then 0. So 240 watts. 4 60 watts bulbs are used in 5 hours. So the time T2 is also equal to 5 hours. Then to find energy consumed in the month of January. So formula for to calculate the electric energy. So electric energy is equal to power into time. So electric power is defined as rate of consumption of electrical energy. So electric power is equal to electric energy by time. So we need electric energy. So electric energy equal to means P into T. So power into time is equal to electric energy. So first case, electric energy consumed per day by 100-watt bulb is. So electric energy formula E equal to PT, P into T. So here first case, so E1 is equal to P1 into T1. What is the power of the first case? That 100 watt. So 100 watt into 5 hours. So 100 into 1000 divided by 1000. So we can multiple 1000 on both side. Okay. So this 1000 numerator 1000 is written as K, kilo. 1000 means kilo, 10 power 3. So 100 divided by 1000. So you know the value of 100 divided by 1000. So 20 and 20 cancel, 1 by 10. 1 by 10 is equal to 0.1 into 5 kilowatt hour. This 1000 numerator 1000 written as K. K indicate kilo. So 10 by 1 by 10 is equal to 0.1 into 5 kilowatt hour. So E1 is equal to electric energy in the first case is equal to 0.5 kilowatt hour. What is the second case? Electric energy consumed per day by 60 watt bulb is. So that same formula, electric energy equal to power into time. So 4 60-watt bulbs are used. So 4 into 60 we get 240 watt is the total power for the second case. Multiple with 5 hours. So that same process, 1000 multiple on both sides. So here this numerator the 1000 is written as kilo. Then 240 divided by 1000. So 0 cancel, 24 by 100. 24 by 100 is equal to 0.24 into 5. 0.24 into 5 means we can get 1.20 kilowatt hour, or E2 electric energy in the second case is equal to 1.2 kilowatt hour. So we get total energy consumed per day means we can add the two cases E1 and E2. So total electric energy E is equal to E1 plus E2. What is the E1 value? So here we can calculate the E1 value 0.5. Then what about E2? 1.2. So 0.5 kilowatt hour plus 1.2 kilowatt hour. So 0.5 plus 1.2 means 1.7. So total energy consumed per day is equal to 1.7 kilowatt hour. So this is for the electric energy per day. So we can calculate for the January month. So January contains 31 days. So energy consumed in the month of January means the total energy consumed in one day multiple with the total days in January. So 1.7 kilowatt hour into 31 is equal to 52.7 kilowatt hour. So result, energy consumed in the month of January is equal to 52.7 kilowatt hour. Now we move to the third problem. A torch bulb is rated at 3 volt and 600 milliampere. M indicate milliampere. Calculate its power, resistance, energy consumed if it is used for 4 hours. Okay. So first always write the given data. Voltage is given 3 volt. Then current is given in milliampere, 600 milliampere. So we know milli means 10 power minus 3. So 600 into 10 power minus 3 ampere. To find power, then resistance and energy consumed if it is used for 4 hours. So what is the formula? We know about the electric power formula. P is equal to VI. Then second one, resistance. Ohm, from the Ohm's law, V equal to IR, R equal to V by I. Then electric energy. Energy consumed if it is used for 4 hours means, what is the formula? Electric energy equal to power into time. E equal to P into T. Then we move to the first question. Power P equal to VI. Power is the product of potential difference and electric current. So potential difference is 3 volt. Then I is given 600 milliampere. So 600 into 10 power minus 3. What is the answer? 3 into 600 means 1800 into 10 power minus 3. So 1800 is written as 18 into 100, that means 10 squared. So 10 squared and 10 power minus 3, you can cancel, means we get 18 divided by 10, that means 18 into 10 into 10 power minus 1, that 10 power minus 1 goes to the denominator, means 18 by 10. So P is equal to 1.8 watt. Then the second question, resistance R. R is equal to V by I. Substitute the V value 3 volt. What is the current? 600 milliampere. So 600 into 10 power minus 3. So 10 power minus 3 comes to the numerator, means 10 power 3. So 3 into 10 power 3 divided by 600. So 10 power 3 means 1000. So 3 into 1000, 3000 divided by 600. So 2 zeros cancel, 30 by 6. So resistance R is equal to 30 by 6. 30 by 6 means 5 ohms. Ohm is the SI unit for resistance. Then the third question, energy consumed if it is used for 4 hours. So formula, energy equal to power into time. So what is the power? We calculated 1.8 watt. So 1.8 watt into 4 hours. So 1.8 into 4 means 7.2 watt hour is the energy consumed if it is used for 4 hours. So this is the easy way to calculate the electric energy. Then next write the result. Power P is equal to 1.8 watt. Resistance R is equal to 5 ohms. Energy consumed if it is used for 4 hours, E is equal to 7.2 watt hour. Then the fourth problem, a piece of wire having a resistance R is cut into 5 equal parts. First question, how will the resistance of each part of the wire change compared with the original resistance? So ஒரு wire எல்லுங்கிற லென்த்தில் இருக்குது. ஸோ அதை என்ன பண்ணுறாங்க, 5ஆக கட் பண்ணுறாங்க. இப்போ அதோட ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் எப்படி சேஞ்ச் ஆகுது, ஈச் பார்ட் how it change from the original. If the 5 parts of the wire are placed in parallel, how will the resistance of the combination change? Then what will be ratio of the effective resistance in series connection to that of the parallel connection? So there are 3 questions asked. So yes, resistance of each part of the wire. So here we use the formula R equal to rho L by A. So here R equal to rho L by A. The resistance of any conductor R is directly proportional to length of the conductor L. Okay. So R equal to rho A by L. So R by 5 equal to, ஏன்னா இங்கே ஆறுங்கிறது அதோட ஒரிஜினல் ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ், இட் இஸ் டிவைடட் இன்டு 5 ஈக்குவல் பார்ட்ஸ். ஸோ R divided by 5 is equal to rho A by L. Then R equal to, this 5 go to the opposite side, means 5 rho A by L. So resistance எவ்வளோ கொடுத்துருக்காங்க, R equal to 5 rho A by L. So rho is a constant. It is called as electrical resistivity or specific resistance of the material of the conductor. Then the question B, resistance of the 5 parts of the wire are placed in parallel. So 5 parts of the wire connected in parallel means what is the total or effective resistance? What is the formula for the resistors connected in parallel? 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4 plus 1 by R5. So here what is the value of R1? R1 is equal to R by 5. So R1 is total resistance. It is divided into 5 parts. So R divided by 5. So we can substitute R1, R2, R3, R4, R5 is equal to R by 5. Total resistance divided by 5. So R by 5 comes to numerator means 5 by R. So R by 5 comes to the numerator means 5 by R. So 5 by R plus 5 by R plus 5 by R plus 5 by R plus 5 by R. So 5 times we can add the 5 by R. So that means 25 divided by R. So 1 by Rp is equal to 25 by R. What is the value of Rp? We write the reciprocal format of this case. Rp divided by 1 or Rp is equal to R by 25. Then ratio of the effective resistance in series connection to that of the parallel connection is. So Rs equal to, what is the formula? R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4 plus R5. So R1 equal to R by 5. R1, R total resistance. And the wire cut ஆகிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி உள்ள resistance. So அதை தான் என்ன பண்றோம்? We can divide into 5 equal parts. So total R is divided into 5. So R1 oda value R by 5, R2 R by 5. Okay. So we can substitute means 5 is the common denominator. So 5. So 5R. So 5 into R by 5. So 5 and 5 cancel. We get Rs equal to R. They ask the question, ratio of the effective resistance in series connection to parallel. Series connection ku parallel connection ku evlo ratio irukum. So Rs by Rp is equal to, series connection irundhuchina R. Okay, so now we calculated. Then Rp. So here we calculated Rp equal to R by 25. So Rs by Rp is equal to R by R divided by R by 25. So R by 25 comes to the numerator means R into 25 by R. So R and R cancel. Rs by Rp equal to 25 or Rs equal to Rp go to that side means 25 Rp. Then we move to the Hart's question. So first question, two resistors when connected in parallel give the resultant resistance of 2 ohm. But when connected in series, the effective resistance becomes 9 ohm. Calculate the value of each resistance. So they didn't give the resistance value of two resistors, but we take two resistors connected in parallel means it give the effective resistance Rp equal to 2 ohms. Both resistors are connected in series means Rs equal to 9 ohms. So resistors connected in parallel, what is the formula? 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 is equal to 1 by 2. So here very important point, Rp is given but we write 1 by Rp. So 1 by Rp means 1 by 2. Okay. So R1 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 is equal to 1 by 2. That's the equation number 1. Resistors when connected in series formula we know R is equal to R1 plus R2. So R1 plus R2 is equal to 9. When resistors are connected in series means what is the effective resistance? They given 9 ohms. So we substitute here Rs is equal to 9. So R1 plus R2 is equal to 9. R2 equal to means 9 minus R1. So substitute this R2 value in the above equation. So inge substitute panna porom. Okay. So 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. R2 evlo 9 minus R1. So here we substitute 9 minus R1 is equal to 1 by 2. So take the cross multiple. 9 minus R1 plus R1 divided by 9 R1 minus R1 squared. Okay, so is equal to 1 by 2. So the 2 comes to this side, 2 into 9 minus R1 and R1 cancel. So 2 into 9. 2 into 9 means 18. So 2 into 9 equal to 9 R1 minus R1 squared. So this denominator term go to the numerator on the opposite side. So 2 9s are 18 plus 9 R1 come to this side means minus 9 R1 minus R1 square come to this side means plus R1 square. So 18 minus 9 R1 plus R1 squared is equal to 0. So we can rearrange the equation R1 squared minus 9 R1 plus 18 is equal to 0. So this is the factorization method. We can calculate means we can get R1 minus 3, R1 minus 6. So we can multiply means 18 comes. We can take the two numbers 3 and 6. So minus 3 into minus 6 means plus 18. So R1 minus 3, R1 minus 6. When R1 is equal to 3 ohms, what is R2? R2 equal to 9 minus R1. So we already calculated R2 equal to 9 minus R1. Substitute the R1 value 9 minus 3. So இப்போ இங்க R1 value 3 இருக்கு. So R2 equal to 6 ohms. Suppose in the second case when R1 equal to 6 ohms. So இங்க கிடைக்கிற data R1 equal to 6 ohms means what is the R2 value? 9 minus R1. So substitute the R1 value 9 minus 6. So R2 equal to 3 ohms. So what is the answer of the given sum? The each resistance R1 and R2 have contained the two values. So R1 equal to 3 ohms means R2 equal to 6 ohms. Suppose in the other case R1 equal to 6 ohms means R2 equal to 3 ohms. Then we move to the second problem, hard question, second problem, page number 57. How many electrons are passing per second in a circuit in which there is a current of 5 ampere? So first we write the given data. Current I is given 5 ampere. Time duration per second. Per second means 1 second. To find number of electrons, how many electrons passes in that particular second when 5 ampere current is flows. So what is the formula? We know the formula current I equal to Q by T, rate of change of charge. So Q by T. But we know Q equal to NE. Q is the electric charge. It is measured in coulomb and its symbol is C. So N is a whole number. E is a charge of an electron. So Q equal to Ne. N is a whole number. E is charge of a single electron. What is the charge? 1.6 into 10 power minus 9 coulombs. The next one, we substitute Q equal to Ne. So I equal to Ne by T. So we need N. So T go to that side means N equal to IT divided by E. I is the electric current. T is the time per second. E is the charge of a single electron. So what is the solution? Number of electrons are passing per second. N equal to formula IT by E. So E equal to 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. So substitute the given values. N equal to IT by E. What is I? I is given 5 ampere into time 1 second. 5 into 1 divided by E. What is E? E charge of an electron equal to 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. So 5 into 1, 5. 5 by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 comes to the numerator means 10 power 19. So multiple 10 on both sides. 50 by 16. 50 by 16 is equal to 3.125 into 10 power 19 electrons. So result, number of electrons are passing per second is equal to 3.125 into 10 power 19. So this amount of electrons passing in the particular wire when 5 ampere current is flows. Then we move to the last problem. A piece of wire of resistance 10 ohm is drawn out so that its length is increased to 3 times its original length. Calculate the new resistance. So a single wire, for example, length of L. That wire contain the resistance 10 ohm. The length is now increased by 3 times. So 3L. L plus L plus L. So 3 times we increase the length means 3L. So given data, resistance of the wire R1 equal to 10 ohms. Okay. So length of the wire L1 equal to L. So original length is equal to L. Length is increased to 3 times. So L is increased to 3 times means 3 into L. So 3L. So to find new resistance R2. What is the formula? Resistance R equal to resistivity into length divided by area. So R equal to rho L by A. Rho is a electrical resistivity. What is electrical resistivity? The resistance of a conductor of unit length and unit area of cross section. SI unit of electrical resistivity is ohm meter. So resistance R equal to rho L by A. So solution. So here we compare the two cases. So resistance R1 equal to rho L1 original length divided by A1 area of cross section. It is length is increased to 3 times. So new resistance R2 is equal to that same row, that same material. So L rho L2 by A2. L2 is there increasing in length. So when length is increased by 3 times, no change in volume. That is very important. So initial volume is equal to final volume. Volume the changes illa, but length is increased to 3 times. So initial value means formula A into L, A1 into L1 is equal to A2 into L2. So A1 into L is equal to A2 into L. That reason L1 and L2 are equal to L. So A1 by A2 is equal to 3 by 1. So inga L எப்டி இருக்கும் 3 times increase ஆகுது. Okay. Then R2 equal to R2 divided by R1 is equal to rho L2 by A2 divided by what is the R1 value? Rho L1 by A1. So already we studied resistance R1, R2. So we substitute here R2 by R1. So substitute the R2 value divided by R1 value. So R1, that denominator term comes to numerator means we write in reciprocal format. So rho L1 by A1 comes to the numerator. We write A1 by rho L1. So rho and rho cancel. So A1 divided by A2 into L2 by L1. So we already calculated the A1 by A2 value. A1 by A2 value is equal to 3 by 1, that's equal to 3. So substitute A1 by A2 equal to 3 into L2 increasing in length. That means 3L. 3 times the length is increased. What is the original length? L1 equal to L. So L and L cancel. 3 3s are 9. So R2 equal to R2 divided by R1 is equal to 3 3s are 9. R2 equal to means 9 R1. What is the R1 value? R1 is given 10 ohms. So 9 into 10 ohms is equal to 90 ohms. So R2 new resistance is equal to, when length is increased to 3 times, R2 is equal to 90 ohms. So result, new resistance R2 is equal to 90 ohms. Thank you students.